Please subscribe to this channel for more videos related to Catholic Christian teaching. Every valid contract of marriage between Christians is of itself a sacrament. Since Christ elevated natural marriage, which consisted essentially in the contract of marriage, to the dignity of a sacrament, an efficacious sign of grace, the sacrament of matrimony coincides materially with the contract of marriage. Consequently, every valid contract of marriage between Christians is on the ground of positive divine ordinance, at the same time a sacrament. According to the Decretum pro Armenis, the mutual declaration of will of the pair to be married is the efficient cause of the sacrament of matrimony. According to the teaching of the Council of Trent, those clandestine marriages contracted without the cooperation of the Church by the free declaration of will of the contracting parties are valid marriages, so long as the Church does not declare them invalid. Pope Pius IX, Leo XIII, and Pius XI expressly declared that in Christian marriage, the sacrament of matrimony cannot be separated from the contract of marriage, and that on account of this, among Christians, every true marriage is, in itself and by itself, a sacrament. It follows from the material identity of the sacrament of matrimony with the contract of marriage that the outward sign of the sacrament of matrimony lies exclusively in the contract of marriage, that is, in the mutual declaration of the will of the bridal pair by words or sign. To the extent that these declarations designate the handing over of the right of conjugal community, they can be regarded as the matter. To the extent that they designate the acceptance of this right, they can be regarded as the form of the sacraments. The priest's blessing does not pertain to the essence of the sacrament. It is a sacramental which is added to the sacrament. Incompatible with the above-mentioned teachings of the Church are all attempts to separate the contract of marriage from the sacrament of marriage. Melchior Cano thought that the marriage contract was the matter of the sacrament, and the blessing of the priest the form. Gabriel Vasquez brought the entire external sign of the sacrament into the contract of marriage, but by doing so, he made the sacramentality depend on the intention of the spouses having the sacrament in view. Marco Antonio de Dominis and Jean Launoy, in the interest of civil marriage, placed the outward sign of the sacrament of matrimony exclusively in the priestly blessing and regarded the contract of marriage simply as the precondition of the sacrament of matrimony. In Greek Orthodox theology, the view that the contract of marriage is distinct from the sacrament of matrimony has become dominant since the 19th century. Most Greek Orthodox theologians regard the reciprocal consent of the bridal pair as the matter, and the prayer and blessing of the priest as the form of the sacrament, and accordingly hold the priest to be the minister of the sacrament. Some modern Russian Orthodox theologians would place the whole sacramental sign in the religious rite performed by the priest. Please go to YouTube Retirementality channel, playlist, Sacraments for the complete series of these materials.